Hey, honey,
Hi T.
how's it going?
Honestly, I'm kind of in a bitchy mood today.
I know you tried to cancel on this recording like 10 times.
Yeah, and you were such a bitch about it and you wouldn't let me.
Rude.
I told you that I was in a mood.
I know why you're in a mood.
Really? Why?
Saw on TikTok that the planets are moving and the energy,
Oh my God.
the energy is different on Earth. And I feel like I've been pretty moody this week too. So I'll take it.
Thank you,
It's
Dr. TikTok. Can I tell you something?
what?
When people think they know things because they've seen it on TikTok and then they regurgitate it to you like it's a fact, like you just did to me, is such a pet peeve of mine. I'm just saying.
Wait. First of all, you don't need to say when people when I'm the one who just said it. So you should just say when you.
But seriously, though, don't you find that people will see something on TikTok and then they'll tell it to you like it's an authentic thought of their own or like an actual fact? And then in my mind, I'm like, I saw that same video.
So I recently just got TikTok about a year ago. Before that, I wasn't on any social platforms, and that was probably one of the biggest eye openers for me. Was I would watch obviously TikTok and videos, and then I'd go into the real world as like a new user,
Hmm.
and people would be talking about these like ideas as if they were their own. And I was like,
This is
whoa, I
what I'm
just saw
saying.
that. Like, do you know that that's not your idea?
I don't think people know. I think they watch so many reels and videos and they're just doom scrolling that they can't actually identify if these are their own original thoughts or between TikTok videos. And whatever it is, even if it's like the craziest thing, people take TikTok as Bible.
Yeah, they do. When it's just like TikTok is a bunch of regular ass people just like making videos, jumping on like a trend.
We should make a TikTok and tell everybody
TikTok's
that
not real,
they should
guys.
wash their face with dog poo. And it's like the fountain of youth.
Okay, well, you have a dog. Are you gonna actually wash your face with your dog's poo?
I imagine people like start doing it and they're like, look, my skin's glowing.
That would actually be so cruel.
I know, no,
But
I'm
I'm
just being a bitch. I'm being a bitch. Sorry, guys. That's just the mean big sister energy.
yeah, clearly you are feisty today.
Well, you know what? Since I'm in such a feisty mood, I know like we were going to talk about a couple of things, but you know what I want to talk about today?
What? Oh, is it about me?
Not this time. Okay, I want to talk about pet peeves.
Okay, I have so many.
Oh, well, there you go. This is the perfect topic.
Like literally the first thing that came to my mind when you said that, dirty cars.
Okay, do you know that's my biggest pet peeve too? You know, we get that from dad.
Yeah, of course, because like he made us like wash the outside of our cars and the inside of our cars like at all times.
Detail them, no garbage.
And let's be okay, dirty cars, there's I need to explain. So obviously cars get dirty, but you should be washing your car at least once every 2 weeks, like at a minimum
Okay,
outside.
I think once every 2 weeks is like our minimum because that's like we were raised to not have a clean car or to always have a clean car. I think like realistically once a month because people don't wash their cars for months.
That's fucking gross.
I'm telling you, months. And if they do, they go through a car wash and the inside is disgusting.
I feel like for me, I'm embarrassed if my car hasn't been washed for 2 weeks. Like I'm like I feel super embarrassed.
Well, it's like wearing dirty clothes. You don't
Yeah,
wear a top that has like a butter chicken stain on it, do you?
only to sleep. Just kidding. I don't. I wouldn't. You know what I would do with my top that had butter chicken sauce on it?
What?
Wash my car with it.
You would.
I would because that's what I would use to like buff out my rims.
It's so true, but people don't think about it or care about it. They don't understand that it is your car is a representation of you. No matter what you drive, it does new, old, whatever model it is a representation of you, whether it's clean or not.
No, that's a fact. And it doesn't matter the type of car. Like no matter
No.
what car I've had in my life,
Yeah.
it has always been clean.
Yeah, it's so true.
And inside especially. Like the one thing I hear the most to the moms, no offense to the moms, you're a mom, but your car isn't dirty inside. People are always like, oh, haha, I have kids. But you have kids and none of your cars have ever been disgusting.
And
And you have
thank you
four.
for saying that.
Yeah, you have four kids.
Because I hear that the most from my mom friends.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, anytime you get in anybody's car, they're always like, oh my God, sorry, my car's dirty. I have kids.
Or a dog.
But you know what? I have 4 kids and a dog. And thanks for pointing it out, but you can get in my car anytime and it's going to be clean because it really doesn't take a lot of effort. Fine, you don't have to wash it all the time. I feel like every 3 weeks to a month, wash your car. I feel like that's realistic. But honestly, what does it hurt you to, when you're getting gas, while the gas is pumping, walk around your car and empty out all the trash?
Yeah.
Like, I can't get my husband to do that for the life of him. I'm like, the trash can is right there. The gas is pumping itself. The doors are overflowing with food wrappers and garbage. But he's just like, meh.
I know.
Unbothered.
The garbage, like at a minimum, people need to throw out the garbage.
But especially when there's garbage cans available everywhere.
And everyone needs to get gas at least once a week.
Right?
Even
or if you stop to get a coffee, there's garbage cans outside the coffee shop.
Yeah.
If I stop my car anywhere and I park, whether it's an appointment, gas, coffee, and I see a garbage can in front of me, I do a scan of my vehicle and I try to grab all the garbage that's in there because I can't stand having trash in my car.
Yeah. And if you want to even take it up a level after, if you're doing a fill up, so it's going to be a while, after you throw out your garbage, shake out your mats. Like take them out. They are removable and give a little shake, shake, shake. And like the dirt, like just like the big dirt will come off. I'm not saying like, oh, people need to be like, I don't know, shampooing
you don't need
their
to
rugs.
Detail it, Windex your windows or whatever, but just like the trash and the dirt.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Shake out your mats, throw out your garbage.
Or like when I get home, as soon as I pull into the garage, I grab my purse, I grab whatever I can that's in my car. Say I have a jacket in the back seat or I have a water bottle I was currently drinking out of. I won't leave none of that in. And I have to make 2 trips. Like I have one hand, but I'm unbothered. I will go drop off my bag inside, go back to my car, grab the jacket I was wearing, grab the extra shoes, grab my gym bag, and bring it in the house. Like I will never leave stuff in my car. I just can't stand a messy car.
Yeah, me either. I know.
Your car's never messy either.
But see, I think it is. Like for me, like right now, for me, my car is dirty because I need to do like a Windex of my windows. I need to take like my Arm and Hammer wipes and like wipe my dash. I keep a Swiffer cloth just for dust when I sit in traffic.
I know you do. I've seen you pull it out of the console and start Swiffering your dashboard when we're in bumper to bumper traffic.
Because what else am I doing in traffic?
I mean, I feel like that's like a step too extreme. It's like a little OCD clean car.
No, okay, don't say that because now if someone got in my car and they saw how dirty it was, they would think they're getting into like a brand new vehicle. That's not my standard. It's like there's a difference between dirty and messy.
It's messy, garbage. Really,
yeah, messy is part of life. It's fine. But like dirty is like sticky and like shit and crumbs places. Like
that's
I don't like
French
dirty
fries.
Yes.
All over the floor. Like how can you not pick those up?
Yeah. Ew. Clean your cars, people.
Right.
And if you don't,
the back seat piled up with so much stuff, just tons of random stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And they're just unbothered. And it really bothers
me. But
me.
They are bothered because that's why they say when you get in, oh, yeah, don't mind the mess. It's because they know it's gross. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying that to you.
That is so true. Because guess what? I've never said that. I'm just saying.
I feel like I've said that before. But because I don't know. I just wish my car was like spotless, like from the dealership at all times. Like, but obviously,
but also like having kids, you can't blame your kids because my kids know. When they get out of my car, they need to take their backpacks, their water bottles, their garbage. And if they don't, I'm on their asses. Yeah. They know I'm going to come looking for them.
I know.
If they leave their shit in my car.
You absolutely will.
I will. And I do.
All right. Well, okay. Another pet peeve I have. Okay. Couples who baby talk.
Like the man baby talks
No,
also?
like to each other, like a guy and a girl when they're like do like cutesy voices to each
Like I
other.
get a girl doing a cutesy voice once in a while.
How?
I know
What?
that is so
Ew.
cringe for you. That's like your top cringe.
But wait, do I baby talk?
No, you definitely don't baby talk ever.
Okay. I
Not
mean,
even to a baby.
no, you can.
You're like, oh, cute baby, you're so beautiful.
No, okay, now you're just making me seem like I'm a robot. I'm not a robot, but okay, I can baby talk to a child, but I'm saying like couples. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even do an imitation. You're great at imitations. Give us a baby talk imitation.
Honestly, though, for me, it's not even. I don't like baby talk between couples, but I don't even like when you baby talk to a child that's over the age of 2.
Over the age of two.
It really.
I mean,
Like my daughter
that's
is 3, and when her older siblings baby talk to her, I correct them because I feel like you're dumbing down the baby. You're not letting her learn a full vocabulary. If you baby talk to your baby, she's gonna repeat that back to you.
that makes sense. And
You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
you've had 4 children, so
Well,
you would know.
you've heard my daughter. She uses some big words,
Oh yeah, she
and it's
definitely
because
does.
it's monkey see, monkey do at that age,
Yeah.
over the age of 2, right?
I'm more flexible on like the child parent to child or like, any adult talking to a child. It's like the coupley baby talk that's gross for me. Would you be
Yeah.
grossed out by that?
I think if it was like one a couple words, it's
Like
like
really, in
fine.
what context is that okay?
I mean, like,
What a
oh, I
hug. So your
just love you so much. I
husband
don't
said
know.
that to you? Ew.
I mean, I don't really know any couples that baby talk to each other, but like, we're a lot older. We're like in our 40s. People are, if you're still baby talking to each other in your 40s,
Maybe you have a cute relationship.
I
Okay,
don't
fine.
know. It's hard for me to speak on that because I don't know really any adults that baby talk that's like in my circle. Do
Okay.
you?
And I can't think of any right now, but it's just something I've heard it enough in my life where it sticks with me as a pet peeve. But I
Yeah.
can't like pinpoint like this person and that person right now. But I have heard it and I've been like gross.
I had this girlfriend in the past, and she was a regular chick, always talking normal. And anytime she talked to a guy, she would turn on her fake baby voice. And it was
Mm.
really annoying because her actual voice was like quite rugged.
So it was like polar opposite. So it went
Polar
from like being a
opposite and
dude
fake
to a
as
baby.
hell. That she only did it with men.
Yeah, don't
So
baby talk.
yeah, I get what you mean.
Okay, well, what's one of your pet peeves? Another one.
Um, okay, one of my pet peeves is, like when you're driving
Mm-hmm.
or you're in traffic and you need to change lanes and
Mm-hmm.
you signal,
Mm-hmm.
how the car that in the other lane speeds up.
Oh my gosh, I know.
And they speed up. They think, oh, I see the signal, someone's gonna take my turn. Or they act like we're waiting in a line and like I'm gonna get the last cookie if I go in front of them. But it's like, bro, I just need to make a left at the next light.
I know.
I'm gonna be in front of you for 1 second and then I'm gone.
I hate that too. It's those people I'm always like, you're a loser.
Yeah, like what? I'm
Like,
not getting the
life.
last cookie. There isn't one cookie left. We're all in the same place. One car ahead of you isn't going to slow you down. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's not that deep.
So
I
it's like
always let
almost,
people in.
yeah, but it's almost like you can't signal and you just have to aggressively switch lanes and surprise people. Because anytime I'm trying to be respectful and I signal, it is very rare that that car like slows down and lets me in. They speed up immediately, and that drives me crazy.
Well, you know why that is. This is leading me into my next pet peeve because
What?
they're late people. They're late. They're going somewhere where they're feeling anxious and stressed out.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get there as fast as possible where they don't want to let anyone in front of them or whatever. They're anxious in the car because they're late. I don't like lateness at all. I think it's
I
disrespectful.
remember.
And you used to be so chronically late for everything. It was like pathetic.
Okay. So
Yeah, harsh words.
do you know? Look who's trying to turn the table on me now. But you know what? I didn't realize for a long time. I also just like didn't care. And it was just part of me being young and naive. But part of my reputation was that I showed up 15 minutes to an hour late for everything, no matter what.
But
Even if I had
why?
like a booked appointment, say I had a booked appointment with my hairdresser, she would know that I wasn't rolling up for another till 15 minutes after my appointment.
Would you not think that's like so whack by you to do that?
I didn't understand. I didn't really care or really think about it. But
Mm.
it was actually one time one of my friends said to me when I showed up late and I made up an excuse. Well, I didn't make it up, but I was like, oh, sorry, I'm late. I stopped to get a coffee.
Oh no, that's
And
rude.
she was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. You're always 20 minutes late.
It becomes
And
like part
that
of your character.
and that's the moment I realized that it was part of my character because when you're late and
Hmm.
you're chronically late, everybody knows it. Everyone expects that of you. So like why bother coming up with the excuse because we all know it's bullshit anyway.
And exactly, save the excuse. It's the coffee thing too. Like it's
It's
like
disrespect.
you show up late and now you're holding like a piping hot Starbucks. It's
It's
like I want to
yeah.
throw that Starbucks in your face because
It's
just don't come. Just
disrespectful.
don't come if you're gonna be late.
But I think in my young age, I just didn't care or think
Hmm.
to care. It's definitely something I've learned in my more mature years that like time is being on time somewhere is respectful.
It
And
is.
it's like it shows accountability and responsibility. And it's something that people really admire in each other and
No,
appreciate in each
for
other.
sure. I would rather be like 20 minutes early somewhere and sit in my car alone and have time to like chill, catch up on like emails or text messages, talk to you on the phone
Yeah.
versus being like, I hate that rushed feeling of like grabbing my shit and rushing there and then like not being able to find parking or whatever. Like, I don't want to
Hmm.
do that to myself.
And I always had that feeling anytime I went anywhere, taking my kids to school, going
Mm-hmm.
to an appointment, meeting, picking somebody up. I was always rushed because, and the lateness was my own fault. I
Yeah.
didn't start getting ready when I should have. I just
Yeah.
laid around. I did something else instead. It was my own fault I was late. I just didn't care. But then the
Mm-hmm.
way I felt in my lateness, the stress and the anxiety, and trying to come up with a reason, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. It's not.
And you don't want that to be a part of your reputation because it's like, it sucks.
And here's the thing is that like I feel like I'm not like a rigid person where I don't like understand life happens. But for me, it's like if you show up on time 90% of the time,
Mm-hmm.
those times when you do hit traffic, something does happen, like your kids are freaking out, you need an extra 10 minutes at home, like
Yeah.
whatever, real life happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like be upset with you because I know that that's not your norm. It's
Right.
like the chronic lateness.
And then the
And it's
chronic lateness with a reason.
yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's what does it for me. So it's like just be on time for anything and everything. And then when you're not on time, I know that there's a reason because it's not like normal for you.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Okay, what else you got?
Well, I mean, this kind of ties in with lateness, but one thing I hate is excuses.
Oh, excuses.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
well,
own it.
what's the difference between an excuse and an explanation?
Okay, an excuse is you telling me all the reasons why you couldn't complete the thing I needed you to complete instead of just telling me what happened. You know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I couldn't. Let's just make it something simple like, oh, say you were supposed to load the dishwasher, take out the garbage, and walk the dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just tired that day and you don't want to do it. Instead of being like, oh, I was going to do this, but then I couldn't because of this, and I couldn't because of this, and I couldn't because of this, instead of just being like, hey, I'm tired today. I don't want to do all that. Like I appreciate being forthright and straight up than trying to think of fake excuses.
Yeah, and I think that ties into just like the whole respect thing too. Is like my biggest thing is for anyone in any way of life, like just own your shit. If you own
Mm-hmm.
your shit, people will respect you whether they agree with you or not.
Like, okay, I agree. And I have two teenage boys right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll wake them up for school. So they start school at 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake them up at 6, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake them up again at 6:15. They have plenty of time to get up, get ready, get out the door. But when I'm leaving and they're not in the car, it's excuse after excuse. And it's never them being accountable. It's, oh, you didn't wake me up on time. Oh, your sister was in the bathroom. Oh, I couldn't find this. It's excuses. No accountability like I slept in. I'm sorry. I'm feeling sluggish today.
Mm-hmm.
I had a tummy ache, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's excuse, excuse, excuse. I've gotten to the point now with my kids is when they're late in the morning, I don't want to hear the excuses. The bus leaves at 7:30. You better be in it or you're walking.
Yeah.
And you know what? The excuses have stopped and the hustle has started.
But what's good for you, because you're like raising young men, is that all of this will just like make them better human beings in the future, better men in this world, and their girlfriends, their future girlfriends will appreciate this. Because sometimes, like, as a girl, and when you're dealing
Yes,
with a guy, guys can be so dumb.
it's true. But also like real life. You can't show up late for work every day and tell your boss a different excuse. You're going to get fired. You
Mm-hmm.
can't show up late to school every day because when you get to uni, the door's going to be shut.
Yeah.
Like excuses don't matter. Nobody cares.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Okay, do you have another one?
Here you go.
Well, interrupting.
I feel like I interrupt you all the time.
And it's different.
Because yeah, sometimes I feel like we talk over each other. And I'm
But
like, oh, in my head, I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have interjected there.
as sisters, it's different. We're always talking a mile a minute, and that's
Mm-hmm.
sort of our vibe. But I feel like when I'm in a professional setting, or say I'm speaking to adults that I don't know, and we're trying to have a conversation, somebody asks me a question, well, let me answer it. They don't. They just start speaking over you. Or if I'm in the middle of a sentence and someone else wants to talk, they just start talking over me while I'm speaking.
Oh my gosh, I hate
And it's
that.
grown ass adults in the
Yeah.
professional world in life. I'm not
Uh-huh.
talking kids. Because when it's a kid, I can just tell them, like, shut the F up. Do you not hear me speaking right now? Because I'm teaching you respect.
The classic mom line of you have like two ears and
And one
one
mouth.
mouth for a reason, child.
Exactly. Listen double than you speak.
Yeah.
But adults in my life do this to me. And it drives me
Really?
crazy because, again, it comes down to disrespect.
Yeah. No, I don't like that either.
Mm-hmm.
But like, how do you tell someone like, hey, by the way, you're always talking over me, you're always interrupting me?
I mean, I don't.
Because
I
here's
just stop talking to them, really. And I'm like,
you
I
just
don't
walk
really like
away.
talking to you.
You just like exit the chat. You just like walk away.
Exit chat.
I know. Okay. Well, I have another pet peeve, but it's like not really. It's more of like a personal one,
Okay.
which you always think is funny. I hate running errands for
Really?
myself. Like, if you're like, hey, mop the floor, vacuum the house, mop the floor, do 5 loads of laundry, easy. If you're like, hey, go to the bank and deposit this check, I like will throw myself to the ground and have a temper tantrum.
You do. You're super dramatic about running errands unless I come pick you up, drive, we get a coffee, and you can be a passenger princess.
Yeah, I love that.
But because, yeah, you hate running
I
errands.
hate running errands. And
Why?
like, if someone asks me to like stop somewhere on my way somewhere, I'm bursting into tears. Like, don't be like, hey, on your way home, grab some milk. I'll like lose my shit. I'll do it. Let's clear that up. I will stop and do it, but I'm not happy about it. And I don't know why I'm not happy about it. I don't know why it's a problem.
I think because they're disrupting your flow.
I'm here. I'm rigid again. Oh my gosh, am I rigid? Is this like an intervention?
I mean, you know what? You don't like to be like jolted off your flow. If you in your mind have your path set for you, you kind of map out your day, right?
Yeah.
And if someone tries to get involved in that without checking with you first,
Like,
it does bother you.
Yeah, like, can you get a quart of milk on your way home? I'm like, wait, what? I've been in traffic for 2 hours. How dare you ask me to make another stop? You just added 10 minutes to my route home. And it's like so dramatic. I
And
know.
you're just rushing home. There's like no appointment, no nothing.
I'm just trying to get to my couch.
I know. That doesn't really bother me that much. If I'm like driving by it anyway, I don't mind.
No, you're so good about it. You're good. You can be inconvenienced multiple times. I could be like, go to the grocery store, grab like gluten-free bread for me, then go to Starbucks and get like this drink, and then can you stop by this separate bakery because they have this item I want, and they don't have it at Save on Foods where you're
Mm-hmm.
getting the gluten-free bread. You'd be like, sure, see you soon.
As long as you don't have me like driving back and forth across town, if it's all like in a
On the way.
reasonable vicinity on the way, I don't have any
Yeah,
problem
you're like,
stopping.
sure, no problem. Where
Yeah.
like I'm like crying in my car as I'm driving to the places. But I'm not telling the person I'm crying. I'm not a monster. But alone in private, I'm really like pissed off. Not pissed off.
Oh
I'm
no,
just
you are. I don't even ask you to stop and get a coffee for me on your way to my house because I don't want to make you mad.
well, I will. I'll do it. When you ask me, I do it.
You will always do it, but you won't be happy. You'll give it to me with a mad face.
And it's not even about like I don't know what
It's not about the money. It's about the fact I made you stop
and I
off
just
your
want
routine.
yeah, and I just want to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Unless
On time.
unless we on time. It can't be that late bitch that we are talking about earlier.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So that's like another big pet peeve of mine is like, why in life do we need to run errands?
Yeah, no, that's true. People are going to think you're crazy, by the way.
Okay. What else you got?
um,
Or is that it?
well, okay. So, yeah, I kind of have another one.
Okay. I feel like you're holding back. Like this is going to be spicy.
No.
You've already
Yes.
you've been pretty fiery this conversation.
I mean, I told you I was in a bad mood today.
Yeah, clearly. Just say it.
Okay. I don't like copycats that are in denial.
Oh, like in what? What
Like,
sense?
okay, say you have a friend and she just copies everything you wear, acts like you, wants to do everything you do, and then pretends like she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That bothers me. Like, I feel like in friendship, it should be healthy and loving. Like, I'll come to you and be like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Where did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell me, and then I go buy it. And that's okay. But if you like secretly stalk everything I have and then show up dressed like me, looking like me, acting like me, but then you don't give me any credit, like, oh, I loved your hair today, I want to do mine like that. I feel like you're like missing the love aspect. You know, there's supposed to be love between friends.
A wise man once said, imitation is not flattery. And I quote Drake.
He said it's not flattery.
Yeah.
I heard
It's just
imitation
annoying.
is flattery.
No, Drake in one of his songs, he says like imitation isn't flattery. It's just like annoying. I wish I had the lyrics in front of me.
And see, that's like,
but if you know the song, if you heard the song, you would know.
I don't know it. But you know what? It's like, I don't know how to say it. It's I don't mind that because it's a compliment. Mm-hmm. If someone's like I said, if someone's like, "Oh, I love your sunglasses. Where'd you get them?" I would tell them. I wouldn't hold back because I appreciate the compliment. It's like, "Hey, you like my glasses? We have the same taste. Oh, I got them from there. They're YSL or whatever." It's mutual love. You're giving the compliment, which I appreciate. Like, "Hey, thank you." But if you just secretly copy everything I do and then act like, oh, I'm not, this is just me, that's a
that bothers you? Yeah, I get that.
Because it's like, why can't you just give me the compliment? Why can't you be like, I love your fit. Where'd you get it?
I don't know.
Why do you have to hold back? We're supposed to be friends. We're supposed to be, you know what I mean? Because you know me, I love twinning.
Yeah, you do.
I'm always like, let's be same. Let's have a vibe today. What color are we wearing? Like, I love that. But I don't know, I just feel like you're holding back, right?
Yeah, you should be like authentic about it.
I think you should just be real about it and give the compliment.
You know what I want to start, and people probably won't like this, is I want to just, if someone were to ask me like, hey, where did you get your shoes from? And I just don't want to tell you. I want to just be like, I'm gatekeeping.
You would.
But why can't I just say that? Like, gatekeep. Like, ask me something.
But why
do you like my sweatpants?
Gatekeep?
Because it's okay to want some things to just be your own thing.
But you didn't make them. You didn't design them.
Yeah, but is this the person who just told me that you don't like copycat?
But the thing is I don't mind a copycat as long as they give you the compliment and they're honest about it.
I'm not saying you have to gatekeep everything, but there's certain things sometimes that can just be your own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like your couch, for example. I don't know. That might be a lame idea.
I mean, you
It
have a
can,
really nice couch.
yeah, thank you.
I
But
also wanted to buy the sofa, but they
I would just, I mean, it's a couch. I don't care about the couch. It's, it's like more of those few, there's not a, I would say like out of 80% of stuff, I would just tell the person or whoever
like
where
just
it's
really
from.
particular items,
But
right?
like certain things that I feel are like special to me or meaningful to me or like just like pieces I really love, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
like clothing, jewelry, or furniture, paintings, whatever,
Yeah.
20% of the time, I just love an 80-20 rule of life.
But the
20% of the time, I want to gatekeep and I want to normalize just saying like gatekeep
instead of having to lie and be like, "Oh, I don't remember," or "It was a gift."
or like, oh, I like don't even know the tag fell off.
I feel like I
Let's
would
start that.
respect that.
Would you respect
I
that?
would. But then again, I'm not like I'm not trying to like be you. So if I said to you like, "Hey, I love that. Where'd you get it?" And you're like, "Oh, I want to gatekeep." I would respect that. I'd be like, "All
Yeah.
right."
You would like it more. You'd be like, damn, that's good earrings. Those earrings
Yeah.
are so good.
And I would try to find something similar on my own for sure. But I would respect the fact that you were honest and you were like, no, gatekeep.
Yeah. Let's start it.
Just like I respect the fact that if you like something of mine,
Mm-hmm.
give me the compliment and I'll tell you where it's from, or just ask me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But don't like fully copy things and then be like, oh, this is my own thing. Oh, you have this too?
Mm-hmm.
Shocker.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Shocker.
okay, well, last time you saw me, I was wearing that. And now you are also wearing that
Yeah.
every time.
It just comes back to like owning your shit.
You
Like
know
be like,
what?
hey, I love this. So I went and bought it.
That seems like the overall like thread that's going through this whole conversation is just like accountability, right?
Yeah. Okay. I have another one that just reminded me. I hate, again, this is when people say like, I'll let you know. It's yes or it's no. Just make a
Uh
decision. Like people who can't make decisions. And it's like, I obviously understand people have like schedules and lives. Like if I'm like, hey, next month, do you want to go to the beach on Friday? You can say, I'll let you know, but then actually let me know.
yeah.
It's the people that
Don't
are
just
like,
drop the ball.
let you know, let you know, let you know. I don't know, I'll let you know. And they act like they don't know. Just say, no, I don't want to go to the beach. Again, I'll respect you for making a decision.
Do you think that they like want to go and they're just unsure if they can make it? And if they're like, no, I don't want to go, then they miss that opportunity.
No,
I think they might really authentically mean like they have to check their schedule.
I think it's on the person, but I feel like a lot of it is people want to see how they're going to feel that day. They don't want to commit to it because what if they're having a bad day? What if they don't
Oh,
feel like going? Like, what if something better comes up?
I
Like, they
get
don't
that.
want to block out their calendar. But then at the same
Yeah,
time, so many people are like, I have no life, I have nothing to do. It's like, so say yes to things and book them
yeah,
versus
it's
being that
true.
I'll let you know person and just like doing shit last minute.
Mm-hmm. I do. I get that. You don't like to do stuff last minute.
But sometimes it's okay. I mean, yeah, we know that about me, but most people,
I'm
the,
super
you
spontaneous.
are spontaneous. And
Yeah.
what's so funny is your kids say that. They're like, Auntie is like not spontaneous at all. And anytime I do something spontaneous, they're like, Are you okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And you could call me up and at any time be like, "Hey, are you down?" And you're like, "Let's go."
yeah, your classic line is like, okay.
That's so
I'm
true.
like, hey, you want to do this? You're like, okay. Want to go here? Okay. I'm like, hey, I got to stop here quick. You're like, okay.
I know that you sound just like
I know. I do a great impression of my sister.
me.
Okay. I mean, that was a lot of pet peeves
I
and
know. Sorry,
and
guys,
30
if we
minutes.
offended anybody. This is just our opinions, and we're just trying to keep this podcast authentic,
Yeah, I
right?
mean,
Please don't take any of this personally.
I mean, I took some of it personally. I feel like it was
That
directed
apology
to
was for
me.
you.
Okay, well, enough on pet peeves. Thank you everyone for listening, and we'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye.